Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
The Bucks took a massive leap in Coach Mike Budenholzer's first season in Milwaukee. Budenholzer said he joined the organization at the perfect time. The new facilities, the energetic fans, the great roster, ownership, front office, everything is set up to have great success. And he added, I feel fortunate to be the coach. Kevin?
The feeling no doubt mutual. Thanks, DA. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you still discovering new ways to win?
Yeah, I would say if you had a set of encyclopedias, when you get to around January, you should be in the MN section, Kevin. So do people know what encyclopedias are? But
I can picture in my mind. I know exactly what you're saying.
So from that point on in the season, you have a great foundation to build on, and there's a lot of things that you can do that are just slight wrinkles to what it is you already do, and that's the great thing for coaches, is to challenge the players to see how far through that encyclopedia we can go. What letter can we get to in the alphabet by the end of the year?
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Antetokounmpo out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1. And for the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. And the shot goes down.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height. D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Now here's Matthews. Pass to Middleton. The 3. Carter pulls it in. And Porter, here we go. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
And here are the Bulls now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Levine dishes to Carter. No good from the wing.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. White with it. He had 16 points in the win against Atlanta.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin, you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Matthews against Levine. Middleton for 3. Markkanen pulls it in. The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
And that one falls for White.
Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with a young superstar entering
his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential in it. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to Lopez. They committed to Chris Middleton. And now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
And both free throws good for White. And here's Bledsoe. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
Now here's Levine. Following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
And he makes the first. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And so Levine nails both of them.
First in the East and overall best record with those 60 wins last year. Just a great season and a great playoff run by the Bucks. Unfortunately fell victim to a backdoor sweep in the conference final.
Now here's Antetokounmpo in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Markkanen, and Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
That jump shot looking better and better from Giannis. When he gets in the rhythm, becomes dangerous.
You know, Brent, the Bucks had never lost 3 games in a row all of last season until that Toronto series.
Think about how much that might impact what it is they rely on coming into this year, where they're not going to let that loss last year in the playoffs define them. It's a big learning curve. They had an opportunity. They were that close. They can hold on to that motivation all year long and get back to that opportunity this year in the playoffs. They'd be better for it.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Matthews against Levine. Carter left side. Right side Markkanen. Over Giannis. Markkanen can't get it to go. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
That never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Shoots a fader. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's White, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Now here's Bledsoe. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Porter with the steal, and here they go. And White slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Bledsoe against White. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. And that's now 10 points for Giannis.
And that reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
Levine looking around. Pass to Porter. Clock at 6. They get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, the Bulls just need to take it a game at a time.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, this season has definitely qualified as a success for them. Their failures were well documented a year ago, and this year, the ups clearly outweighing the downs.
Well, there was no way you were going to limbo under the bar that was set for them coming into this season so low. Just about anything other than a last place finish would have been considered a success. It's just terrific that they've gotten themselves into playoff contention.
Here's Levine, and Levine with the slam.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Matthews finds Giannis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Zach LaVine. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
Free throw good. Giannis. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did last year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
That free throw, no good. And the Bucks making a change here. Korver's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Bucks trail by 8. Hill deciding where to go with it. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again. The Bulls leading by 8. And Levine, here we go. And that one drops. Levine's got his second bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Goes up at the stripe, but he stays with it. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. Young dishes to Carter over Lopez. And it's Carter missing. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 14 points.
And it just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Chicago making some changes. Felicio's checked in for Wendell Carter. Denzel Valentine comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Zach LaVine. The Bucks also with the sub. Williams is checked in. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. 5th is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for White. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? I mean,
no, it can't be.
Well, I don't know if...
I mean, if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that anymore.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Felicio, the pass to Dunn. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
The feed to Williams. And finished off by Williams.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Hill has the open look. That one doesn't go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, that really was the difference. When it came down to crunch time, there was just no let up. They made sure to finish strong and not allow any chance for the opponent to come back.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Dunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Felicio. Back to Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year. But you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line. And
so White will bring it up for the Bulls. They have a 9-point lead. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Korver with the ball. Williams passes to Lopez. Back to Williams. On the wing, Hill. Shoots. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Done. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A pull up off the dribble from George Hill. That looked good. Second, you lay off him. He'll burn you.
Now here's White. 10 points for him. To the paint. Here's Young. Banked in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 9.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's Williams. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. There's the pass to Lopez. Hill against White. Floats one up, and the basket by Hill.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Bulls leading by 7. Now done. Good D by Lopez.
Now that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
But they recover it. Williams gets the bucket. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thaddeus Young on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them. And that one falls for White. That one is no good. Now here is Hill. Nobody near Williams. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 6 points for Williams.
Like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. Valentine out there with Setoransk, and it's Felicio in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Hill with it. He kicks to Lopez. Fires the three. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. And here is Satoransky. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 5 on the clock. Young finds Porter. And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Matthews comes in for Kyle Korver. And Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill. Satoransky against Bledsoe. Inside, puts it up. Goes back up, and he gets the bucket.
How about the ball control from Eric Bledsoe? Got wherever he wanted to go that time.
Chicago leading. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Young's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
For Chicago, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Rebound by Williams.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
So for the Bulls, Markkanen comes in for Felicio, and Levine subbed in for Denzel Valentine. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Bledsoe. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Shoots the three. Drains the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got 5 now.
Well, Mike Budenholzer winning the Coach of the Year for the second time, just has such a great mind offensively and came in with a new system for this entire roster, one that they embraced very early on. I think it was really important last year, training camp, establishing that type of confidence. It carried them through for the entire year.
And here is Markkanen following the 3 from Eric Bledsoe. And Satoransky kicks to Levine. Kept alive.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 5. Gets an open look and hits. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Budenholzer, a big reason they were a top offense last season.
Well, we talked a lot about Bud Ball, and you add Giannis Antetokounmpo in there, and Bud's ability to pair Giannis's unique skill set to the way that he wanted to play. They really changed a lot of what they did offensively, and it felt very, very seamless.
Bledsoe with it. Satoransky covering. Shots good by Bledsoe. He's got 9.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Levine passes to Young. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
And at 277 pounds, Lopez absorbs contact well. Difficult to deter him on the way up.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Clock at 6. Outside Matthews. A three-pointer, no good. For Chicago, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Well, you look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Free throw good. Porter. Sometimes when a shooter misses a wide open shot, Brent, you hear, oh, he had too much time. I mean, is that really a thing?
I mean, in life, do we really have too? You never have too much time.
Never have too much time.
You can never have too much time.
I think about Marc Gasol, like in the finals and the playoffs last year. He would sit there and no one would even be around him.
And he's tiptoeing like, do I shoot? Do I shoot? I think it messes with you just in terms of the psychological part about like, why isn't anybody guarding me here? Well, if you're a bad shooter, there's a really good reason why they're not guarding you.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. Over onto Kumbo. And he overshot that one, missing. Middleton looking it over. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Now we can talk about it over and over again, Kevin. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Bulls trail by 3. Here's Satoransky. No points in the game yet for him. Levine with it, out guarded by Giannis. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now Bledsoe. He's got 9. Offensive rebound. Lopez. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
The massive size of Lopez just puts defenses in a pickle. When he's that close, you just have to foul him.
Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
And both free throws good for Lopez.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Now here's Satoransky, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Five to shoot. Porter passes to Markkanen. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. Otto Porter Jr., number 1. Chris Middleton, 4th.
I mean, these guys are all constant threats on the perimeter. Shooting the 3 isn't all, though, that they do. But it sure is a lot of what they do.
Well, even though they can score from anywhere on the court, once they get behind the arc, that's where they do the most damage. As an opponent, the last thing you want to see is one of them getting a hot hand from deep.
And the Bulls making a change here. Dunn's checked in.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now Levine, following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Here's Markkanen, and it's sent back by Bledsoe.
6'1" guard, Bledsoe up there with the block. Wow.
Matthews against Dunn. A fader. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Levine can't hit. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's now 21 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Nice read from the big fella. Markkanen demonstrating a solid feel with his passing.
Here's Bledsoe. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it to Middleton. The dish to Giannis. Knocked away. Stolen by Levine. To the middle. Stolen by Middleton. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Giannis throws it down.
Middleton's got such a great wingspan. That comes into play on steals just like that one.
And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. White, he's checked in for Satoransky. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Hill comes in for Wesley Matthews. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Knocks down the 3 ball. Markkanen's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
And the dunk by Giannis.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
Done with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Right wing. They double him with Middleton. And White kicks to Markkanen. Levine dishes to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Levine against Middleton. Levine can't hit.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's Levine. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And here is Dunn on the wing. Levine for 3. Again, Levine missing.
Well, whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Well, Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
Now here's Levine. He's got 6. Feeds to Dunn. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists now tonight.
Soft touch on the lay-in. Not everyone has that.
Bucks leading by 7. Bledsoe outside. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, Kevin, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Carter drives in. Basket good. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Bledsoe against White. Shots good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Dunn passes to Carter. Over Lopez. And it's Chicago scoring again. .23 seconds left to play here in the half. White against Bledsoe. Lets the three fly. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, the Greek Freak, he said in his interview that he's low-key. But you saw in the first half, he got that rare inner passion for the game. Kind of like Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan. They just destroy you quietly.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Milwaukee leading by 7. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Here is Porter after Wesley Matthews' score. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 6. Back to Porter. Lopez with the block, and he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Bledsoe looking it over. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. No good from Bledsoe. Here's Levine. Wow, hammering it in.
And with out of this world athletic ability, Levine has become one of the game's best dunkers.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 10. Markkanen kicks to Porter. Outside, Levine. From deep. They get it back.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. And here's White following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Got a piece of it.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Over to the left wing. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards. Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
To the inside. Kick out to Levine. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And 11 points for Zach Levine.
And masterful possession from Levine. He's so lethal at shooting once he catches it.
Bucks leading by 10. Bledsoe passes to Matthews. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, they got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicia's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. The Bucks also changing it up. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Williams comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Korver in for Wesley Matthews. Now here's Korver. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lopez outside. Knocked loose. Passes it to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Bledsoe against Satoransky. Here's Lopez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Zach Levine.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he's good on the second. Bulls trail by 13. Here's Satoransky. Pass to Felicio. On the wing, Levine. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Levine's got 8 here in the quarter.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Here's Bledsoe. He feeds it to Lopez. Good work there as it goes. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And have to respect the inside game of Lopez. Even when you contest him, he stays focused near the rim.
Now here's Satoransky. Here's Young. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Bledsoe. Floats one. That's tipped. To the paint. Oh, and here comes Young all alone.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here is Korver after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Ilyasova finds Bledsoe. Lopez outside. Pass to Korver. Trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him, and there it is for him.
Outstanding job by Korver in how he swings the pass over to the most open man on the court.
Now Satoransky. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Outside Korver. Lopez kicks to Williams. Back to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Young comes over to help. Outside for Bledsoe. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So for the Bulls. Markkanen, he's checked in for Felicio. And it's done in for Levine. Bulls trail by 10. Dunn looking over the floor. Markkanen down low. Lopez covering. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And the Bucks making a change here. Hill's checked in. The pass to Williams. Lopez outside. He kicks it to Hill. Satoransky grabs the miss. And so Young will bring it up for Chicago. Dunn, wide open, he fires, drops in the tray. Dunn's got it back down to within single digits for Chicago. Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside Hill. No good. Good defensive work there by Young. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird if you like. Fantastic stretch 4 who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
Here's Williams after Denzel Valentine's bucket. Here's Lopez. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Back to Dunn. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And now just a 3-point Bucks lead. The Bucks shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Outside Korver. Outside Hill. Back to Lopez. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. And it's slammed in by Young.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. It's a close game here in Chicago. Hill against Satoransky. Hill passes to Williams. Over Valentine. Almost, but it rolls out.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Chicago making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
One shot.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Chris Middleton. Really been a key contributor over the past month. 14th and three-point field goal percentage, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it.
Well, that pick and roll unleashes George Hill's ability to create a little bit more in this offense. He gets into the space he needs that time.
Now here's Markkanen. 11 points in the game. Back to Satoransky. Passes to Markkanen. Over Ilyasova. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got 4 points in the quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
The Bucks trail. Middleton outside. 1:56 left in the third quarter. To the wing right side. The wide open look here for Lopez. That three off the mark.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got assist number 5 here tonight. Bucks trail by 7. A floater. Hill, no good. Chicago's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Young, it's blocked.
Ilyasova, with the length he has on those arms of his, he got to the ball.
Whitey's checked in for the Bulls. Milwaukee also making some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Matthews in for Marvin Williams. Pass to Middleton. It's back to Hill. In the corner, Middleton with it. They need this. Nailed from three-point land. Middleton's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's what Middleton is known for, a remarkable outside shooter, and that release got off pretty quick.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for White. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Young. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for George Hill. And both free throws good for White. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
32 seconds left in the third. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Offline with the baseline jumper. Here's Dunn. Dishes it to Carter. Outside, White. Takes the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Middleton. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Bulls up 4 from the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Bulls, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White is out there with Chris Dunn, and it's Carter in at the center filling out the middle. Just 3 to shoot. Porter outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Dunn up top. He's covered by Matthews. Dunn misses.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now here's Middleton. No good from Bledsoe.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. For Chicago, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Dunn's shot's good.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. White against Bledsoe. Chicago grabs the miss. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. And a wide open look for Porter. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Here's Middleton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And it's 8 points for Chris Middleton. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Down against Middleton. Porter outside. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Matthews. And it's all evened up.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Chicago's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside, White. Antetokounmpo against Markkanen. Back to White. Outside, Porter fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez is checked in. Down low. Antetokounmpo takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Here's Carter from the right block. The shot is good. Carter's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe finds Matthews. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
And with LaVine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with LaVine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
The three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still zero here in the second.
So aggressive once he gets high. I love how LaVine stays after it when he gets it going.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now here's Bledsoe. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, and good that time. Antetokounmpo's got 43 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Porter passes to Markkanen. To the middle, here's White, and the layup falls. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense. Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Here's LaVine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in flashes, LaVine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
And so LaVine nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Bledsoe. He goes up again, and Antetokounmpo lays it in. Giannis has got 47 points.
Just call him the closer. He won't let this team lose.
White against Bledsoe. Now here's Porter. He's covered closely with the shot. The short one's on the money.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter.
Lopez outside. Pass to Matthews. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Could come down the selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. Tries again. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 49 points in the game. White looking around. And the pass to Levine. Back to White. Giannis against Markkanen. Clock at 6. Levine kicks to White. Over Bledsoe. Good D by Bledsoe. Bucks leading by 3. Giannis dishes to Bledsoe. Middleton on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Middleton the pass to Bledsoe. From the baseline. Here's Lopez, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second.
Not a perfect trip to the line, but at least he made this game a 2-possession affair.
And White kicks to Porter. Markkanen down low. Giannis is there, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Markkanen.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Passes it to Matthews. Bucks passing it around. And to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Brent, when you watch Eric Bledsoe go to the rim, you just have to admire what an incredible finisher he is.
Well, Bledsoe, I think, has always relied on the fact that his physical stature, not in terms of his height at 6'1", but his width and strength allows him to go in there and be a bit of a bulldog, to get contact and to make things happen. So never has shied away from that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine. And so Levine nails both of them.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Signs of Antetokounmpo really figuring things out. His offense starting to look more and more natural.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Markkanen. Over Giannis. And that one goes long. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him. Bucks leading by 4. Bledsoe finds Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Here's Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
At 7 feet tall, dunking is very easy for Lopez. Once he's this deep, the defense is in trouble.
Now here's Porter. Here's Levine. Markkanen trying to break loose. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Levine. Here's Giannis. Inside. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the rejection by Giannis. Misses off the right iron.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's White, looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. The feed to Carter. Lopez with the block. And that one falls for Middleton.
The versatility Middleton offers up is exceptional. A capable defender, a good scorer, an effective shooter. These are the kind of switchblade players the coaches love.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, trailing by 10. Levine passes to Markkanen.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That free throw good from Markkanen.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
To the paint, here's Lopez, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. They double him with Matthews. Here's Carter. Markkanen trying to break loose.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by Carter. There's Levine. Oh, the power on that fruiting.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's White. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 58.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And here's Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Here's Lopez. He gets that one. And now it's a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control. Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Felicio's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Harrison's checked in for Levine. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for White. The Bucks also changing it up. Wilson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Arcidiacono. Carter outside. Drills the three-pointer.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Both free throws good from Matthews.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Down low, Lopez with the steal. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Wesley, great night for you. How did it all come together?
My team's doing a great job of getting me open, and our guards are finding me, and I'm just putting the ball in the basket when I can.
You were open and available all night, Wesley. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.